we go.
I've got sound on.
Let's try this again.
Great. Okay, now we're live. Take two. Welcome everybody to Corporate Crash Course Plays The Last Equation, Part 4. I am Cody, your host and the handler for this evening. We're going to start off as inconsistent as ever and introduce everybody. So Nick, go first.
I'm Nick. I'll be playing Roger, who is in turn undercover as Dr. Julio Rodrigo, as infrequently as possible.
No, it's perfect. Chris, you're up.
Right. To repeat my funny joke that got muted, I'm Chris, playing Frank, who is 24/7 being Scoops and is going through a full identity crisis.
As it should be.
Zine
Zoe.
purchase pending. I'm Zoe. I'm playing James, who is playing Gary Roger, a photographer for Scoops.
Nice.
And
Mike.
Mike, I'm playing Gary, who's currently playing Jake Thunder of Thick Boys Security, and I'm currently the bodyguard for Dr. Julio
Nice.
when necessary.
Nice. All right. So I believe we left last time on a bit of a cliffhanger. You guys had recently been informed to check the news, in which you saw the death, or not the death, but sorry, the aftermath of one Julius Sword and his family. Over in Modesto, California. Their house had been burned to the ground, and their bodies were found in the ruins. And you guys had, been staking out the house of one of the other people on the email list, a Miss Tia Markel. And I believe upon hearing the news, you guys were going to check on her because her light had been on all night. There had been no movement in or out of the building or the apartment, as far as you could tell.
Am I still working on whipping up some fraud in the backseat?
Roll computer science.
Oh God, already? Oh, I should have let it be.
You're the one who had asked the question.
I know. I'm mad at myself. 37. 37 is a pass for me.
I mean, at this point, I don't know how long you've been working on it. So
However long we've been around, you know?
it has
I think we
been.
got
It
here
has
around
been
midnight last night.
hours.
Yeah, I've been
Um,
working diligently. Except for that one little blip where the bank website went down.
Yeah, of course. And you have passed all the rolls, so I think it's safe to say that it's done, as far as you can tell, to the best of your ability.
Woo.
So we'll do that in a little bit.
Cool.
So what's the plan?
I'm gonna go up to Miss, what's her name?
Markel?
Markel, Miss Markel's apartment.
Okay.
What time was she? Anyone remember what time Dr. Julio was supposed to meet with her today?
I don't think I gave her a specific time. I just told her, I believe.
Tomorrow
To-
morning, I thought.
Yeah, just like stay home sort of thing.
Don't leave your house,
was-
I'll be there tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we were spying on her.
So if James, did you say you're done with the bank fraud?
Oh yeah, it is perfect.
I think we need to like prioritize something to do with this mailing list, trying to discredit the numbers and the equations that Michael sent out, because we're now seeing that spreading.
Cool.
And in the meantime,
What if
I
we
wanna
do
be-
something like the smartest people around? He thought if he sent the stuff, they would figure out that, he was frauded. Because it's all like probably smart math people, right? On the mailing list.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like, these are the smartest people I know. Maybe they'll figure out what happened.
Oh, like giving an incorrect answer so that you get correct. Like, when you need help on the internet, you don't ask a question, you give the incorrect answer so that somebody can correct you. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah. One of those
So
things where it's like,
so you can get yelled at by men on the internet.
you don't just you don't just make the statement. You say something and they figure it out and they're like, I figured this out on my own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Because if you just
Right.
say, like, I murdered this person because they frauded me and took all my money, they might be like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but for the mailing list, we don't need to sell them the fraud. We just need to sell them that the stuff he sent them is nonsense. And they don't need to go through the math he provided.
I guess, yeah, he just sent an equation.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You're gonna try and email a bunch of nerds
Yes.
about the fact that one of their other nerd friends sent them some nerdy stuff, and
Yeah.
you're gonna try and be like, no, don't look at that because it's just bullshit.
Exactly,
Like,
yes.
What
If we send a high enough volume of bullshit to them, maybe they're like, oh, it's all bullshit.
So
Yeah.
okay. So
But
let
what
me put
if
this in-
we convince
this
them that
another
he had a
way.
virus?
let me put this another way. Let's say you have a friend who's really into Star Wars, like really, really, really into Star Wars, and they sit down and
No
write out their
affiliation.
entire fan fiction and send it to you, and then
Yeah.
later 2 other people email you and go, "Oh, his whole thing is bullshit. Don't listen to
No,
that."
no.
No, the same email.
No. It's like, oh, hey, here's more fan fiction and more fan fiction and more fan fiction and more
After
fan
they
fiction.
die.
And it gets increasingly raunchy.
Here's a story with 2 Boba Fett's. Not just
Oh.
one.
The only
He
problem with
cloned
that,
himself so he could kiss himself on screen in front of everybody.
yeah, the only problem with that logic is, yeah, the fanfiction's getting wild. You're like, oh yeah, this is all nonsense. But then when you find out, yo, this guy emailed me a ton of raunchy fanfic after he died, you might be like,
Oh, he did die.
maybe I should pay attention to the fanfic he sent me before he died and not all these ones after.
But we're about to have
That
access
is a good
to
point.
Tia's email. Well, I'm making some leaps here, but
We're assuming we can get into her computer.
well, into her house first,
Yeah.
and then yes.
Oh yeah.
Did we go down the route? I know we talked about it a bit last time, but I don't know if we executed on trying to hack into the computers of all the emails of all the people who got the email chain and see who saw it and who didn't, and scrub it from their emails if they didn't open it yet.
So
We figured we couldn't
had
do-
said that you kind of can't do that.
Because it's a mailing list to email to rather than the emails themselves.
Yes.
Mm.
So you don't have direct access to the emails. You don't have the email specifically. The only one you have at this point would be Tia, because she emailed Dr. Julio directly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But we could pull a social engineering on the mailing list, like
Yeah.
do some phishing or something.
Yeah, I think we should fish into it and try and, if we can, put a virus in their computers.
I also really wonder at what point it's kind of worth it. It's been 2 days, right? The email potentially has been sitting in their inbox for 2 days. What's
is a
the
lot.
likelihood that they haven't looked at it yet?
Oh,
it might
it's
be
low.
real busy mathing.
But
I don't-
we have 0 chance of visiting, how many people was it? 13 different sites across the globe before
You
we're able
don't,
to...
but don't forget you work for, you're backed by an
Dispatch.
organization that could help
Yes,
you.
that's the other thing, is we need to let them know to check out these locales
Okay.
ASAP.
What if, am I good to call our handler and give him the list of emails and say, hey, we need people immediately to go isolate these people and figure out how far they've gone with this equation and stop it?
I wouldn't even give that level of info. I don't know. I mean, I guess arguably the handler already knows, but just
Persons of interest.
yeah,
Like,
persons of interest related
Well,
to
I would-
this case.
I would say this was sent out before we were on scene. This is a
Yeah, it
breach
was.
of containment, and so these people need to be checked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair.
Okay, I'm going with that. I'm
Alright.
calling our handler.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to go upstairs towards
Okay.
Miss Markel's apartment.
He's going to kick
And-
down that door.
I'm going to kick down
Um,
that door if I have to.
And Scoops will join in with his notepad.
Cool.
I picture him with like a fedora with feathers in it and everything.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like you're just falling into it.
Yep.
I deep
When did
dived
you
at
have
this
time
point.
to buy that, Frank?
You know when he stopped for the Mountain Dew for me, they had a rack.
When he filled the
Fedora rack.
when he filled the fucking like trunk of the car with zines is when he stopped for it.
We've been driving around like this.
Yeah. It was a fedora and zine convention.
The back of the car is just scraping from how many. how many made.
It's really
So
weird,
it's
'cause,
a
you know,
rental.
they're just small like paper books. I don't know why they weigh so much, but
He got
a million in the
so
trunk of a
many of
car,
them.
just
He took his life savings out in quarters as well and put that back there.
oh dear God. Okay. Well, we'll do the call to the handler first.
Okay.
So fine. Yeah, the package you had contained a business card to contact them. You call, picks up. What's up?
We have identified a breach of the equation, and we have a list of people of interest that we need watched.
Okay.
And I recite the list to him.
Okay. So this list contains Julius Sword, who was on the news this morning.
Yes.
What kind of risk do you think we are dealing with these individuals?
It seems that they're linked in the way that they're either committing murders or getting murdered, or so unsure on that yet. We're investigating Tia Markel right now.
Okay.
So if we could get eyes on the others while we isolate what's going on and how they're linked, that would
Yep.
be great.
All right, we'll do. Make sure that you contain your one target.
Yes.
If you need additional backup, don't hesitate to call. And from this point on, don't worry about the others. We will deal with it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Hangs up.
Hang
Okay.
on.
Well,
And we
that was
had-
nice and easy.
So we had two of you guys going up to check on the room, right?
Yeah.
Nick,
While I make my
is
phone call.
Roger just hanging out with James in the car while he's making a phone call?
It's there for emotional support, making sure I don't get yelled at.
I'm tempted. I mean, the thing is, if Tia's going to talk, she's probably going to want to talk to Dr. Julio, but I
Don't feel like you need to wait in the car for me. I can catch up.
okay, I'm gonna because I had the photocopy, I think, or oh no, Gary did for a while, but I think I took it when Gary lost it for a minute. I
For a
wanted,
few hours.
yeah, I wanted to track that down, but maybe I'll hand that off to James and I'll come up. I'll catch up like a minute or two after.
Cool.
Okay.
So, what did you want me to do with the photocopy when you leave it with me and take off?
Well, we need to destroy this book, or at least figure out where Michael got access to this book,
Okay.
and ensure that it's not accessible by others. So it was, I think we had determined that it was a short printing run,
Yes.
published in 1944. Company had gone out of business quite quickly. We had the name of the translator, Maurice Esther, but we're not sure if they are still alive. But there were only a few hundred copies was what we had.
Cool.
Yeah, that was the only research you guys had done so far into it.
Yeah,
Cool.
don't read it. Just focus on the ISBN number. ISBN, I guess, yeah.
Cool. Got it. I'll finish my phone call. Catch up with you guys after I do some research.
And then Roger rides the elevator up, practicing his Julio accent on the way.
He's got at least like 5 different accents going so
Yeah.
far.
Rah, rah, rah.
Just doing voice exercises.
Yeah.
Okay. So she lives in a small kind of studio apartment. You're heading down the hallway, and it's kind of like every other light is kind of flickering. It's not the most well kept place, but I mean it's New York, and if you want slightly cheap rent, what do you expect?
If I know better, I'd say we're in a horror film.
The
There's
she
no
lives on
anything
like
like
the third floor. Her unit number is unit number 20. It's just a door. You get there. What do you guys do?
I don't know if you can hear that. I'm going to knock on the door.
There's no response.
I'm going to wait, let's say, 30 seconds and then knock again harder.
There's still no response.
Oh.
Okay,
Guess
I'm
we
going to
gotta
try
make
and
our
kick
way
down
in.
the door.
Okay.
She's got the
Roll unarmed for me, I guess.
You got this. You can take that door.
I should be able to. 37, easy pass.
Okay. Yeah,
What's the Thick Boys Inc. tagline when you kick in a door?
Yeah.
Prepare for these thunder thighs.
Their commercial says that, and then you hear a strike of lightning.
here comes the boom. Yes.
All right, I will shout, here come these thunder thighs.
You drive your heel into the latch, and the door careens open. You find yourself standing in a very small. Fucking hell, Sam.
Sam, there's 5 C's in Thick Boy.
You find yourself in a very small, narrow living room. All the furniture looks like it's been tossed. And very quickly, you notice there is a table upended on the other end of the room. And you see an individual behind it. And at that moment, you see something come flying over the top and land and roll towards the group of you. Hold on.
About to make us regret that slogan.
Oh, I can't wait.
Why can't I find what I want here? Oh, there we go. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. There's suddenly an explosion in front of all 3 of you.
Oh, Jesus.
Where the heck did she get a grenade?
Why can I not remember how any of this shit works?
Because we haven't had combat in a few weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that failed. 2d10s. Okay, everybody takes 15 damage.
15?
Yep,
Jesus.
as the grenade explodes in front of all 3 of you.
15 damage. All right.
Yeah, no, that's me down.
Me
Wait.
too.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm actually, yeah. No, I'm down as well.
Oh my gosh.
I,
Do I hear this explosion?
Oh yeah, no, there's an explosion in the apartment building.
Oh my gosh. Visually, how much damage is there off, like, from the car?
Oh.
Now, I
Her
could
window
argue
would've
that
blown
as
out.
the one breaking into the apartment, would I not be at the front and therefore shield Scoops,
Oh,
aka Frank?
he is a thick boy. He's taking
Just
up most
because-
of that doorway.
Just because we're coming through a bottleneck.
Yeah,
with that
okay,
doorway.
okay. Fine. Scoops and Roger take half that amount of damage, so we'll say 7 instead. Now the two of you would still at least be stunned in the hallway, because she set off a fucking grenade.
Is the door booby trapped, or did she just like huck a grenade at him right after he opened the door?
I said as soon as he walked in, she saw something
Oh, right.
on the table and roll towards them and then
Oh
explode.
my god. She's crazy.
And
Doesn't
yeah,
it when we get a reaction. Or is that,
no.
Call of Cthulhu. Okay, yep.
Kit, your reaction is to fall on the ground
No,
because
it's
you
because-
just got
what I will do
blowed
in
up.
response. I will fall dead on the ground.
Don't fall dead. No,
Holy
you're not allowed
shit.
to die. No one said dead.
am I able to like just kind of pull him out of there at least? Like, oh,
Well, no,
Both
'cause
of
you're
you grab a
stunned.
foot.
oh no, yeah, I am.
Or I
stunned,
assume
yeah,
how much HP do you guys have?
You said I got 7 damage, so
Yeah.
I'm 5 right now.
Yeah, okay.
Oh
So you
my
both are stunned.
Um, as soon as I hear an explosion, I'm running up there. And also simultaneously trying to call Scoops. Because who the heck is Frank?
There is no Frank, only Scoops.
Change your name and my phone number in my contact list.
I'm hoping I didn't do this wrong, so give me 1 sec, gang. This is my first time dealing with heavy weapons.
Well, I found the dodge thing. It would have been an action to do that. So that's
Mm.
don't need to worry about that part.
I do apologize.
You
I'm
mean
kind of assuming.
you've never blown your players up before?
No, I have not blown my players up before.
Wild.
Okay, I know that she passed that. That worked. No, she failed that roll. Cool. Okay. No, that's fine.
Oh, it needs special training to throw a grenade.
I apologize, Mike, but yes, he's dead.
No!
So where was I? Right. Okay. So then from this point on, we will deal with basically like an initiative of her versus the rest of you. So everybody roll a D100.
Oh god.
Okay.
Everyone who's not Mike.
Oh.
Sorry, Mike.
I got a 40.
85.
I got a 19.
Cool. Players are going first. Okay. So you two, or well, you two that were stunned. I need both of you to make a con times 5 test.
Con times 5. Okay.
You got this. You can shake it off. I believe in you.
35, that's a pass.
Nice. Yeah, you sit up. There's bits of stuff embedded in your chest. Sorry, Chris, what'd you roll?
Just checking my D100 here. Con times 5 you said, so 45. That looks like a pass.
Okay. Yeah, you both are able to kind of sit up and figure out what you're gonna do. Mike, what's up?
Sorry, I did find your agent can dodge or fight back against an incoming attack even before your agent's order in a turn. If you do this, it becomes your action to dodge. Dodge roll opposes all hand-to-hands, and it lets you duck behind cover to evade ranged attacks if cover is near.
So you guys can
That's
whip
on
around the door.
page Sorry, I don't mean to be.
No, it's fine. It's
I
totally
don't
fine.
love contradicting you, but I'm finding this.
No.
It's on page. What is that? 53, 55.
Hashtag justice for Gary.
We can file this under self-preservation.
Yeah.
In order to dodge or fight back, your agent must know an attack is coming. So we could argue that I didn't know that was expected.
You did see it rolling. You did say you saw it rolling towards you.
And she didn't cook it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have a good dodge, so I don't expect it to do much either.
Wait, but you were my cover.
Yeah. So you'd all have to jump out of the way.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do then? Okay, we'll step back
Everyone's
slightly.
diving.
We'll step back slightly.
Why?
The grenade is rolling towards you guys. The three of you can choose to dodge if you want.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna dodge
Yeah,
that.
preserve your lives, please.
Yeah.
We're not losing anyone today, hopefully.
Okay, roll dodge.
Great.
It looked like you thought for a second. You're like, I don't want to do the Julio voice anymore. Do I just end it all right now?
Oh no.
I got a 30 exactly.
And that's
Oh,
that.
he
Nice.
dodged it.
Where's my dog?
That does not look good for me. I got a
Oh no!
62
worse.
and mine's a 50.
Oh, no.
And I got a 26, so I passed.
We've traded. We've traded.
No.
We traded a
Traded
thick boy
great
for a
Gary
zine reporter.
We've traded him.
Oh, no.
Unless either of you planned to basically grab Scoops out of the way, he's standing there in the doorway
Go and
looking like a
shove
big
into him.
idiot.
Just
think-
writing on his notepad furiously, like, oh, this is gonna make for like a great like article.
So
Either of us roll a crit. I didn't roll a crit. Did you roll
I
a crit,
didn't-
Nick?
I didn't roll a crit, but
No. Okay. All right.
Roger is military background, so I feel like Roger might have
Dove into Scoops.
could have I could justify, especially if we were standing behind Gary, I could see Roger making the hero dive and knocking Scoops past the doorway. But I don't know. I could justify it, but I
No.
didn't say that before.
That's
so.
fine. The thing is that the cover doesn't negate all damage.
Mhm.
No.
So each of you is still going to take 7. You would have been stunned. So
Mhm.
all we've really done at this point is
Is
stop
save
Gary from dying. So
Well,
And that was the
No.
goal.
Scoops is dead. Or is he
no,
also
no.
still taking
We'll
seven?
say
okay.
Roger was able
Oh,
to.
Oh, thank
yank
you,
him
great
over.
benevolent god of ours.
So Mike, you're
Scoops
gonna
is
need
gonna
to do,
write the best zine article about Roger.
Mike,
Sorry,
you're
what was
gonna need
that?
to do a
the
dex
thickest of boys.
on times 5,
I know, sorry, the
On times
greatest
5?
doctor.
Yeah. and you lost 7 damage.
I lost 7. I got a 23 this time. That's much better.
Okay.
And that's a
Yeah.
55.
So the three of you recover. Okay. There's a great big hole where her door was. And James has just booked it up the stairs,
Where are my
coming
friends?
down the hallway. The three of you kind of blink your eyes open and you see a figure stalking through the apartment, carrying a big ass rifle and heading towards the hallway.
But we were stunned
so-
for this turn, right?
No, you recovered.
Oh.
Oh, you recover at the beginning of the turn.
Believe so.
Mike, what are you doing?
Well,
Yeah,
I
you do it at the
I
start of the
just
turn.
argued us into me not dying.
You do it at the start of the turn.
So now you're gonna
To be
argue
fair,
us all into
alright.
death?
What's everybody's
Just
dex?
trying to be fair. Sorry, what was that?
I need your dex.
Dex, yes.
Oh, Dex.
Me as well.
Yes, everybody.
Scorer the time 5.
Just the score.
That's
Oh,
11.
just the score. Okay, never. Hold on.
So you
Getting
said
my
11?
feet.
Chris, you
Yes.
said 11?
I got. Oh, that is.
No, just your
The number
your score.
on your sheet.
Oh, just my. Oh, on the sheet. Okay, 10.
Okay, Nick.
we didn't hear you there, Nick, but it looked like
10.
you said 10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike.
Also 10.
Wow. I'm the most dexterous.
Okay, yeah, Zoe,
That's
you're
how you
gonna go
got up
first.
here so fast.
Oh, I'm going first?
Yep.
Is that person like in the hall?
No,
Like,
you don't see her in the hallway yet.
I don't see her.
You just see us lying on the floor,
Oh
bleeding.
my god.
She can
If
take an action.
I don't see the person, I'm going to run over and try and help the closest to me friend up to get them walking away from the area. If I'm
Okay.
able to do that.
You can get
Um.
service weapons on this gig.
Well, technically, you all always have a service weapon,
We're
but
already always packing.
it's more a question of did you bring it up out of the car with you?
I was planning to kick down a door. I would have brought mine.
True.
Yeah. He had full intention. I mean, I heard an explosion and was running up, so if I have a service gun, I would be bringing it.
Okay, Zoe. Then we are saying.
Oh gosh.
No. You wanted to help one of them, so I'm just
Yeah.
trying to see who's closest to you.
Yeah, whoever would be the closest to me running up.
We'll
and-
say it's Gary.
Come on, Gary, let's get out of here.
Okay. So Chris, Nick, and Mike all have the same score, so you guys are gonna basically get to go, at the same time, but we'll just go in kind of order that I see you guys. So Chris, you're gonna go first.
Well, I guess seeing them kind of, I guess seeing those two kind of go up and start making a run for it, I guess I'll probably put on my fedora and do the same.
Dust it off.
Just indie style, just dust it off and just like.
Just running down the hallway.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Nick. Oh, also, I should have had you guys all roll sanity for that because you did just get
That makes
blown
sense.
up.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay,
where's my
okay.
here?
Against violence.
Uh-oh. That's a critical fail.
I pass.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 4, Mike.
I did
right.
not. I got 6 over my sanity.
All right. Roll a d4.
Bet Roger wishes he stayed in the car with James now.
Nick, you passed.
I did pass, yeah.
Okay, it's a 0.
Ah, there we go. Okay. I got a 4. So.
Oof. Lose 4 sanity. Okay.
I assume that's violence.
That is violence.
Some pretty violent interaction, I would say.
Okay, did I say Nick was going next?
I think so.
You
Okay.
did now.
Cool.
I
Sorry, Mike.
believe you did before as well.
And Cody, I'm just gonna ask you to lay it out again. So we're lying in the hallway. There's a
Yep.
big hole into her apartment, and somebody.
So I picture the building as like basically one long hallway that goes end to end. There's a window on either side. The doors kind of line both sides of that hallway.
Mhm.
Her apartment is close-ish to the one side, so there's a window. We'll say about 10 meters to the one side. And yes, you're currently kind of like blown slightly down the hallway, potentially against kind of the other wall. And there's a big hole where her front door used to be.
She or this person with the rifle is in the apartment.
Yes, stalking towards the hole in the wall.
I'm going to duck to the edge to one side of the hole, and I guess ready my gun so that when whoever steps out,
Cool.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so you're gonna do a fight back.
I guess, yeah.
Cool. Basically, that just means you're gonna wait, and if they try and attack you, you're going to kind of melee them to.
Yeah, and
Um,
I'll motion to Gary to. I guess if we're using guns, we should probably be on the same side of the hole. But I'll motion to Gary to get in line.
Okay.
Maybe
Oh, my
I'll keep
lady.
my back to wherever James and Frank headed, so that I'm not shooting in their direction.
Yeah.
I have Gary. I was helping Gary up.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So I'll motion to Scoops. Well, Frank, whatever.
I'm picturing it
Who's
that
Frank?
she's kind of pulling Gary towards the longer side of the hallway, not towards the window.
Okay. So I'll keep my back to them, so I'll be facing the window.
All right. Mike, Gary has been kind of helped up by James, and I'm also going to potentially give that as a bit of a bonus, depending on what you want to do.
We're near the door, right?
Yes.
I'm
If
trying to get away.
If I like peek inside, can I see her?
Yeah. I mean,
Like, how far do I need to? What distance do I need to cover to get to her?
you need to cross the couple meters to be able to look into the hole. Which,
What's
like,
your regular
you
movement here?
could, but does
Like-
that put you in an advantageous situation?
If I can bum rush her and try and pin her.
Yep.
That is what I
you
would-
wanna-
if she's within my like movement range. I don't.
You're just gonna run
Yeah,
and try and tackle her and hope she doesn't shoot you.
No, you could.
Yes,
Okay. Roll.
that is what I'm going to attempt to do.
Okay. Roll. Yeah. Roll melee.
So that would probably be an unarmed combat because I don't have
Yes.
a weapon.
Sorry. Yeah. Roll unarmed.
That's the point. I'm
And I'll give you plus 20% because Zoe helped you get up quicker, so you're a little
Oh.
more alert.
well. That's a 37, which is just yes.
Just yes.
Just miss.
Well, no, it hits. It's
Okay. Good.
with
It's
with
really
a bonus
good.
20%. My unarmed is 103.
So you
Oh wow.
you go running. You
Made to fight.
bolt into the bolt down the hallway and turn into the door, and you see an incredibly like a kind of small, slightly fragile looking person holding a big ass rifle, and you just bum rush her, take her right off her feet, like just shoulder to hips, just scoop under, fucking drop.
And that's a proper tackle.
And I mean, you don't know what Tia looks like, right? So this just looks like a woman in her 20s. She doesn't look adept with weaponry. She's
I
got,
think if there was someone else in this apartment.
again, the big ass rifle. She's kind of wearing a bandolier of bullets, and 2 more grenades
Oh
are
my
attached
God.
onto it. Yeah, you just tackled the shit out of her.
Okay.
Okay. It is her turn. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Is she stunned? Did he knock the wind?
I mean, he definitely surprised her. But she's able to kind of roll away, or like kind of wriggle out and seem to go running back and jump over the table that she had used as cover before.
She has more grenades.
She's got to be damn strong to get out from me.
Well, you
Yeah,
didn't say
he
didn't
is-
say you pinned her. All you
it-
said was you bum rushed her and you were gonna tackle her.
No, didn't I say pin? I thought I'd said pin. I,
didn't hear
want to
you
do the
say
pin
pin.
attack.
You want to lay on her like it's a dog trying to get away with something it shouldn't have.
I thought I had because I was explicitly looking at the.
Okay,
pin
fine.
attack. Sorry.
Roll strength times 5. Tell me what you got.
If you're
Rules.
stronger than this frail.
She's trying to like wriggle out.
So I will do it, but just as written, it sounds like she needs to beat my 37
Yes.
in order to break out.
Yes, but no, I
Okay,
don't think
yeah,
so
well.
because I look at that as the 37 was the tackle. Now what she's trying to do is break out of your hold, so
Yeah.
it becomes a different check.
Oh, it's a different.
Right.
Sure. All right. Well, I rolled an 11 this time.
Ooh.
No problem. Just like he's got like his knees over like her hips, kind of like his calves are just like holding her thighs down, and just hands over top of her forearms, pinning her to the ground. She is not wriggling out. She is thrashing. She's screaming at you, saying like, "You don't understand. This needs to happen. The math doesn't lie. You can't stop the inevitable."
Do you think she's trying to kill Gary because of the numbers that he saw?
We
That's
did
what
initiate this violence.
she tried to do, but that's all
I don't
she
know
can
if we
kind of do in her
initiated
turn. So we go back to the top. Zoe, you're up.
Well, if Gary ran in there and tackled somebody, I'm gonna go in there and, mindful of what's going on around, try and disarm her while she's there. So like take the grenades and the dangerous items from her that I can without freeing her from Gary or helping free her from Gary. But also
okay.
having a mindful watch around the room.
Roll Dex times 5.
God. 95. That's a fail.
Mm.
She's thrashing too much.
You get a 20% bonus because I'm pinning her. Again, if I understand correctly, I'll let Cody.
I
Yeah,
rolled a
I-
95.
She rolled a
It's-
95.
Okay.
That's not
Well,
good.
Maybe she's really good at
Yeah, no.
Dex. Oh, right. you're
Nah.
11. I knew that.
yeah. I need a little more than that. Now, if you could give me a 40% bonus.
No,
Mhm.
no, I can't.
Yeah, no,
Um,
Okay, I'll just keep scanning the room.
No, she's
Well,
she's just thrashing too much. She can't seem to like get in there easily, and because of
Hold
the way
still.
he pinned her, like the strap for the rifle is like under her, and you can't get the clip for the bandolier. So it's just
I'll just stand up and gun drawn, looking around the room. End
Okay.
my turn.
All right, I'll just have Chris and Nick. You guys can just kind of go and do whatever you want.
Under the assumption Gary is not moving.
Well, she can attempt to break out again on her turn.
Mm.
Chris, you wanna
Okay.
you wanna have a go at something?
I got an AI. I got an idea, but again, I guess if I could execute it well,
We're about to
I
find
guess-
out.
I guess despite being a terrified reporter right now, is just gut instinct is to look and find something to at least kind of restrain her a bit, or just help.
You know what
like
really?
rope
You know
her.
what works best to restrain people? Kicking them in the face.
I was
Or actually-
Roger was
I mean-
Roger was gonna just knock her out.
I think
I'll
the
go with
best
kick,
thing
that sounds
is
more
a
fun.
table leg.
No, if
but
you want, you could go looking for something. Roll search.
right, Mike?
Oh man, I should have gone with kick.
Yeah, classic. Old standby.
You always got to go with the classic
Uh,
table leg.
Yes, Sam.
Yeah.
Nothing
Except they
beats
don't
it.
have manacles on them. That's the problem.
Where's my search? Okay. Nope, that's not gonna work. 56, and my search is a 20. So
Sorry, man. There's nothing that you can see easily.
Mm.
That'll help.
okay. I guess Roger's up.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock her out.
Oh gosh.
Okay, roll unarmed.
Careful, it's real
you're gonna get
easy to accidentally kill people.
You're gonna get a 20%.
I think the 20% is gonna be important because it's a 56. Yeah, and with the 20, my unarmed is a 60, so just passed.
Okay. You're also gonna no, you're military, right? so you don't need to roll sanity for that. Not some pansy.
Been there, done that.
Okay. Yeah, you kick her, and she's out.
All right. Well,
We don't know if there's more or not.
yeah, that's true. The search.
Because we don't know who this lady is.
Uh, Well, we can look for ID.
Mhm.
Well, okay. Roger, once he very casually knocks her out, this feels terrible. by the way.
Casual knockout.
Also, the three of you
As
are
you
like
do.
really, really like
Also on the back
you're
of
all like
a
bleeding and
business
like
card.
Yeah,
just full of shrapnel and
we had better get
Chekhov's
this little miss
gonna be
out to
here.
the. Yeah, we'd better get this little miss out to the car, and we have maybe 3 minutes for a quick search here before we also need to be gone.
I'm going to, if nobody objects, call our handler and ask for a cleanup on aisle this apartment.
This entire apartment, just to be safe.
Because, it's missing a door.
Yep.
And we need somebody to explain to the people in the building why there's not an emergency right now.
just the, just
Who
the,
left her
Yeah,
gas
there's
on
no
and then
other
lit a
one off.
candle,
Yeah, I'll go put a pot on the stove.
Yeah. If anyone comes into the hall, my story's, she's passed out because she left the gas on for a while and then lit a candle. Didn't even know.
just
Oof.
I'm going for a computer. If there's a computer, I'm going to take it, and otherwise we're
It's
taking
walking out with
her.
a big old desktop.
We're taking her. We're taking a computer. I mean,
we're
Yeah.
playing this is 2021, right? So no, she's got a laptop. Come on,
yeah.
steal it. There's also you see a pile of papers beside it, and scrolled across the top of a couple. You're seeing a 16-digit number. Not the
I
same
guess
one.
I'll grab the
Yeah.
paper. If he's grabbing the computer, I guess I'll grab the papers then.
I'll stand in the hallway and monitor, and if anyone comes out or anything, I'm just gonna say the fire department's already on their way. There was a cooking accident. It's gonna be fine. Just best if you go back in your apartment and not inhale any of the smoke that's out here.
Roll persuade.
Yeah.
Did Dr. Rodrigo and I have police credentials? I forget.
Technically, have FBI credentials.
Sweet.
Not
We-
police.
no,
credentials.
we had to call in to get into the dorm.
Yes,
We don't have
you're
paperwork.
right.
We had to
Right,
call
we
in.
don't have. Yeah, okay, all right.
Just
So-
passed.
Okay. I mean, it's New York, so these people act like whatever. It's just another Tuesday. Um,
You know,
you,
giant
do-
rat crawls down the roof.
you do hear sirens though.
Yeah, we gotta go. So did I call our handler and let them know that there was an explosion?
You said you were going to.
Yeah, I would like to call as we're
Okay.
on our way out and say, hey, there was an accident. We've
Suppressed a dangerous
Joe,
individual.
Yes.
So,
suppressed the danger. We've
so you guys are taking her, right? How is this going? Seeing as she is unconscious.
I assume we're gonna piggyback style her on the back
Also-
of Thick Boy.
There's also a giant gun and a
Oh,
bandolier with grenades.
I'm kicking that
attached
under
to
her
it.
couch. With whose name?
No, just a bandolier with a bunch of grenades on it.
Oh, grenades. I thought you said names attached to it. I was
Grenades
like,
and
oh my
bullets.
god, our names are on there? What do you mean? Sorry, misheard you.
There's a bullet for each of us.
It's gotta be something
I'm-
ridiculous, right? Like it's gotta be an M. I want to make it like it should be an M16, right, Zoe? That'd be a big enough, scary enough rifle. Or do we go
Yeah.
hunting route and it's like a 30-06? Like just
I mean, it's in the States. Any of them are easily obtained.
all right. Well, we're going ridiculous then, and we'll say it's the 30-06.
So are we confiscating anything, or am I kicking this under the couch?
Why
I
don't we
mean,
make?
Are we getting? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, why don't we make the cleanup crew's job a little easier? Take it with us.
I wrap it in a blanket.
Okay.
Get nice and snuggled.
Yeah. And I walk out like I'm
Carrying a
There's
very long
something-
baby.
carrying well, I'm just gonna act like it's some of her personal clothing and belongings for, we're taking her to the hospital, clearly.
It's a crutch.
Yeah.
She's gonna need it.
You guys are what, like weekend at Bernieing her out the frickin' door?
You know what? Anyone
Sunglasses and
asks what
all.
it is, none of their business.
Okay.
I was going
as
to
you-
fireman carry her over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Sure. You
I
guys
was
get
gonna
down to the
suggest
lobby.
piggybacks so her arms are over your shoulders, so it's like
You
her
guys get
head's
down
in
to the
here.
lobby and you see two police officers talking to a man in the lobby. The
there a
man
back
is
door?
very loudly yelling about how someone broke in and stole his gun, a bunch of his military paraphernalia, and that's terrible because he is an American citizen and he's licensed and he kept it all safely hidden away, and there's no
So
way that
they
anybody
may
could have gotten
not
in
be
there
here
and
for you.
taken it. Yep.
I'm gonna try and back up and slink out a back door if there is one. With my
Is
child?
there parking garage? Is there like is there a P1 on the elevator?
We're in New
all
York. I don't
down?
think there's any such thing as parking.
No, there's no P1.
Uh,
There's a window on every floor.
Yep.
Floor 2? 15
yeah.
feet.
all
Fire
right.
escape at the back?
There's not a fire escape.
There was not a fire escape on this building.
I do recall asking about that last week.
I wonder if this would be a great story for a wonderful zine journalist to question the cops about. Very
yeah.
eccentric like, and have them looking a different direction.
Scoops is on it. I'm gonna run on down to the and ask the cops what's happening.
Distraction time. Look over here.
I mean, there's not much more to tell, other than again, that's what this guy keeps kind of saying. He mentions that it seems to be just, it had to be like the perfect crime. I never really leave my apartment. I came down to like check my mail, and then when I was back up there, my door was open. The gun safe was open. No fingerprints, no nothing.
So he checked for fingerprints himself.
Well, of course.
I'd buy that. Are the police that are there like making notes and writing
Yeah.
down what this guy is saying?
Yeah.
All right. Can we find a side door? Because we should be able to leave through a side door. Seems like these
Yeah.
guys aren't here for the explosion.
While they're distracted.
Okay.
Oh, thanks to Scoops.
Roll alertness.
Just him or all of us trying to leave?
All of you trying to leave.
37. What's my alert?
56 doesn't sound good.
Oh, I pass.
I critical fail.
Oh no.
And I also
You're
failed.
just spinning around like, where's
Yeah.
the door?
No friggin' clue. Luckily, James is able to basically go like, "No, guys, just come this."
Follow
frickin'
me
way."
and my toddler. It's fast
Grabs the
asleep.
group of you.
It's okay. The
Uh,
police can help us.
No, this way. This way.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to get out the
Yeah.
side door, and we will deal with that in a sec. I need to take 5 minutes, if that is okay with everybody.
Yes.
I don't know if we want to put it on pause or if you guys want to sit and chat, but I will be back in 5 minutes.
Let's throw a pause up here for now. We will be back.
See you in a bit.
And we're back.
Hello. Sorry about that, gang. Okay, so you guys had successfully maneuvered your way into out a side door and have a an unconscious woman and a rifle at your car.
So we're in the car?
At the car.
Hey. Is it... No, it's not locked because I was in it last. I'm going to put the gun that's wrapped in a blanket with the grenades in the trunk, if there's room around all the zines, and immediately text Frank/Scoops saying, all good, and get in the back seat and suggest that Gary maybe put the lady on the floor.
See, now we
Alright,
can
and
probably
then-
get away with the weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, just prop her up in the middle seat.
Sunglasses
on.
and all.
Yeah, okay, let's
Tyre,
do that then.
Do we have any rope?
Mm.
I don't know. Do you have any rope, or is
guess
the car
not.
just full of zines?
It's just full of zines and can't tie a
just
person up the
Barrier and
zine.
zines.
Traded the
Just
rope.
weigh
for
her
zines.
down.
Ripping the zines and
Oh
trying to
no,
fast the
Scoops
rope
will
out
kill
of
us if we rip those zines. We'd be dead. He'd pull the grenade on us. Take my hoodie off and try and like tie that around her a bit, maybe. I don't know.
Could straight
Take the
jacket it.
shoelaces
You know what?
off.
if we put her in the rear passenger side seat, we can probably like contain her.
Yeah,
Just lock the
child
seatbelt.
safety
If
lock.
if she comes to, yeah, like she
Yeah,
can't
child
reach the
safety
driver
the door.
easily from there.
Yeah. We'll put you right next to her so that you
And
can
I'll sit
you know,
next to her. Yeah.
smush her if you need to.
Okay.
I'll wait for
Alright.
Scoops to either show up or respond to my text.
I guess once I get the text, I'll be like, all right, well, I guess that's all the information I need. Please support local zines, screw the internet, and thank you for your time. Just walk away.
Cops just look at you like, what the fuck? Okay.
Hashtag zines for life.
I'll,
Zines for life.
I'll drive this time. I'll pass the Tia's computer to James. Gary's in the
He
back.
doesn't want to risk her pulling him from.
I figure you guys are going to need to probably go to your hotel room. But while we're on
hotel
this,
room would be
I'm going to
perfect.
get up for 2 seconds again while you deliberate. So,
All right.
no pause. Just keep going.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
If we have like a safe house, would be ideal where we can debrief this woman.
I can call our handler and see if we have access to a safe house.
Cody said
Oh,
we
true,
have
yeah.
a hotel. I think he just said we have a hotel room. I can't remember if maybe we got
Yeah.
a drop there originally.
I feel
Um,
a little weird
we
about
can-
walking this lady through a hotel lobby.
Yeah, I mean we have access to the dorm, but
Not to be like that person, but I think 4
The dorm's
dudes
worst.
walking an unconscious lady into a hotel is not the vibe.
Yeah, I don't think
That
I
is
could
not a
convince a
great
bellhop
vibe,
to
no.
just like.
I have a feeling we may get arrested. Also,
yeah.
you 3 look like you got mugged right before this.
maybe more
Yeah.
than
That's
Okay.
a good point, actually.
What's the play?
I'm going to call our handler quickly and ask if we have access to a safe house where we can store a live package.
Okay. Roll luck for me.
20. Or no, that's 2.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Mm.
It's a pretty good number. The handler lets you know that the closest safe house is
Mhm.
about 2 hours north.
That's so
Um,
far.
but it is currently available.
Cool.
Oh, that's good.
If I could get the instructions on how to get there, that would be much appreciated, and let you know when we're done with it.
He says, "Sure, no problem."
Also, are there medical supplies in our safe house that we're going
course.
to? Perfect. Thank you so much. I'll keep you posted on how it goes with acquiring information from the assets.
Now, just so I am
And I hang up.
kind of
As if I have a flip phone. I don't know.
I mean,
Does
maybe
those
come
even
back in
exist
style in
still?
this
I don't
universe.
know.
okay. Yeah, he directs you to a little bit north of Philadelphia is where the safe house is. Oh no, we lost Zoe.
Oh,
Technical difficulties.
Just suddenly I lost Discord.
And we're
Oof.
back.
So sorry about that.
It's the night of technical issues. Don't worry about it, gang. Okay.
What a night.
Yes.
What a lovely night.
Okay. So is that where you guys are going to go right away?
That's okay.
I mean,
We may have some trouble keeping her out for a 2-hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless you want to constantly just knock her out every time she's like out.
So he also mentions to you that to get access to the safe house, you need to stop at a get. Oh my god,
Uh-oh.
she's gone again.
We lost her again. Hmm.
Nope, wait.
Oh,
What is going on
1 sec.
my Discord? I am so sorry, guys.
Okay.
It is
And she's back.
so mad at me.
Ooh,
Where's the
Okay, we're still going. No, I was just gonna say, he gives you the directive that there is a certain individual
Mhm.
at a gas station
Mhm.
about 5 miles before the safe house.
Mhm.
You have to use the key phrase. The key is under the mat, and he will
Is under
give
the mat.
you
He's
the map
cool.
and access card to get into the safe house.
Does he give me information that would lead me to be able to quickly identify who the person I need to say this to is?
He just says he's the attendant at the gas station.
Cool, perfect. That's good enough.
Sorry, Nick, you had a question.
no.
Clearly not. Okay.
No, I didn't have a question. I was just gonna, because Mike, you seemed hesitant about going straight there. I was just gonna say we think we're done with the investigation, so we could phone that in any time on the Agent McDonald side. We have the bank account trail now, in theory.
Right.
So, and Dr. Julio may shortly disappear, which potentially means that this woman here is the last untied thread, unless there's more investigation to do at not James, sorry, was the Julius. Although we did send some other, or we phoned that in, or the
So we could revisit the initial instructions that you were given from your handler.
Might be good.
basically to determine if Wei distributed the number in any manner besides the crime scene. So you guys basically figured that out already, as far as you can tell. Locate his notes and other works on the number and destroy them. So you do have his notes.
Yeah, so we gotta find that book.
Yeah.
Destroy the numbers written at the scene and all photographic evidence of them in the hands of the authorities.
We accomplished the majority of that one.
Yep. Locate any individuals who have been exposed to the numbers and have mathematics experience and report them to your case officer.
Did that?
Yep. Establish a cover story for Wei's actions.
Did it?
Okay. And then it basically just says, once these actions are complete, contact your case officer for further instructions.
So we've done the majority of that. The last thing we talked about with the case officer is figuring out if the people doing the equation are killing people or if the people doing the equation are dying.
Right.
And we have
I
some.
mean, it sounds like it's both.
Yeah, we've got them watching a bunch of other people.
Let's hopefully we can get something out of this lady.
Yeah.
And then I think the last loose end is wherever Michael found this book.
Assuming
Yes.
that are we treating when Agent McDonald closes the case, are we treating that as we've done all we can to destroy the police evidence? I mean, the number of pictures we saw, like, short of bombing the police station he's at, and it's on the
It's gonna be-
internet.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that one we might have to phone in.
We've done as much as we can with it. We're going to convince them that it's a credit card number and not an answer to an equation. So I think it's fine, because especially when the case gets closed, that's all just going to go in a sealed folder somewhere. And no one's going to look at it again unless somebody argues that they were wrong and has some sort of evidence to present as to why they were wrong. But at the same time, like, we know who murdered that family. He did it.
And if we get rid of the equation, the number becomes meaningless,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It almost doesn't matter where the number is kicking around.
The number's just a number unless you
That's
know
actually
why
a
it
really good
exists.
point. Yeah.
Because no one's gonna just work backwards from
They
a
shouldn't be able to work
16-digit
backwards
number.
from just the number. Yeah.
No,
The number's
there's no
different
way.
than the one on Tia's notes,
Yeah.
and it's different than the one you saw, Gary.
It,
If I look at the number on Tia's notes, does it look familiar in any way? And this is when I dropped dead.
It's
Other than just being 16 digits.
roll luck for me.
70.
70.
Yes.
So as you're flipping through the pages and you're seeing the same number, there are kind of like little extra bits kind of tacked onto each page. You're seeing like certain portions of the number kind of highlighted and extrapolated on. And what you come to the sense of is that she basically figured out through that within the number each of your names, not your aliases, your actual agent names showed up there, along with the date and the time that Gary was going to kick the door down.
I should have
Knew
shown
we were
Fate who's
coming.
boss and waited 2 extra minutes.
So go ahead and roll sanity for me, please, Zoe.
63. 63 is a fail for me.
That's great. Roll a d4. That is helplessness. Or no, the occult at this point.
Oh my god. 2.
2. Okay.
Still kicking.
Yeah.
Hey. It doesn't make sense that they're using one equation and getting all these different answers. Something's
You're right.
not-
It doesn't make sense because you guys don't know math.
I'm sure that's just how math works for people who understand it, James.
You don't gotta call me out like this, dude.
I don't need math. I need words.
Yes. I mean, in reality, so it's a cryptographic equation to a degree, right? So the idea is that you feed in certain
You
prime
insert,
numbers.
yeah.
As you change the inputs, it spits out a different prime number as an output, right? So from a mathematics standpoint, yes, that's why you can use one equation and get
It's algebra.
yes, you can get a bunch of different answers, right? And that's why it's useful in cryptographics, because changing the inputs and restricting the inputs leads you to the key specifically, right? So you can't be tracked unless you know what those inputs were specifically.
Cool.
What is math for nerds?
Nerd math. See you in the future with nerd math.
So, do you want to call Agent McDonald right now and see if we?
By
can
the
get
way,
this
she just
thing
woke up in the
closed?
back seat of the car.
God damn it.
Oh crap!
It just immediately starts thrashing.
Yep. Is she doing anything besides thrashing?
Just basically trying to say that, like, this is all wrong. You should just let her do what she needs to do, what the
she
universe
needs
needs her to do, and like, who are you to balk at the the perfection that is mathematics and the universe. Yep.
Sorry, ma'am. I'm not great at math. What is it you need to do?
Considering the fact that she whipped a grenade at your team and had a very high-powered rifle on her person, I think that should be pretty obvious. But if you want me to
Ask her
spell it
anyway.
out, she says, "Yes, you all need to die."
But like, why?
It is not for me to question why. It is
Well, like-
purely for me to do what is asked,
Like, how do you know?
because the numbers told me to.
Are you sure you did the math right?
Quite sure I did the math right. Yes.
But like, how'd you do the math? How'd you know what
Well-
to put in?
See, it's not a question of knowing what to put in. It's about testing different variables.
So you
and
just put a
finding
bunch
a
of random
solution
stuff
that
in
works.
until we showed up?
I mean, I had been doing it for hours before you showed up, and when I had
That
gotten
long?
the result, it takes a long time to make the equation work properly.
Doesn't sound like a great equation if it takes that long.
She attempts to punch you in the face from across the car.
Oh crap!
I've got Gary between me. I think I'm fine.
She missed, but
Dot.
Yeah, if she, well, I guess she did get violent. I would like to attempt to restrain her.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo,
Is
she
the
doesn't
plan-
like it when you make fun of her math.
Is the plan basically like, are you guys going to try and get her to the safe house and like interrogate her, or what's the plan here?
I think at this point it's not worth going to the safe house to interrogate her.
I mean, I'm
I'll
already
say that
asking
as I'm
questions.
trying to just grab her wrist so she's not flailing all over the place.
I mean, she is answering your questions, so like,
Yeah. And the safe house
despite
has
her being,
medical supplies for you guys because you're
yeah, we
banged up.
That could be good.
Yeah, but like, it's going to be a 2-hour drive to get there. Like,
Yeah, I don't think it's worth going to the
But like,
safe
where
house.
else do we need to be?
I mean, you could easily pull off on a dirt road, and
Yeah,
you know,
I was gonna say a back alley, but dirt road works too.
So, 4 men are not taking this woman to a back alley.
okay,
What
dirt
if-
road.
Somebody can just walk by an alley,
Okay,
and they're gonna be
dirt
like, "What are
road.
you doing here?"
yeah, no, dirt go. But now that you say it out loud, dirt road does sound better.
Gosh, it's like you guys have never been a woman before.
Specifically has
This
not.
this coming from one of the men in this group.
Wait, aren't you the one who had all the wigs in your other car? Or
Yo, why is this about me now?
Okay, so what? Now the play is
Find
Dirt
a dirt
road.
road, I guess, and
well,
question
you're
her.
driving. You're like driving on the highway in the middle of rural New Jersey.
yeah, let's.
Yeah, just pull off anywhere.
All right. I mean,
Who's driving?
Roger.
Okay. Roll search.
Okay. $88.
No, that section of road looks really nice. We could turn down there. You know, it's wooded.
You're great at asking questions. Why don't you give it a go?
Okay, you can see you guys turn down the dirt road, and what?
Good Gary holding her down in the back. Well, I upset her. No, I'm like, hey,
Pretty much.
Scoops, take a turn. Ask her some
Alright,
questions.
alright.
See what happens.
So,
It'll be great for your zine.
numbers of murder.
All of this has been pretty fucked up for the zine. I'm just gonna say that straight up.
He
Yeah.
publishes the equation in the zine.
It's all it just fails at the end.
It's gonna get me more copies, man.
Just a bunch of quotes from Julio. None of them mean anything. It's just random stuff he said.
This math is passion. All right.
Haven't
Alright.
you already failed to satisfy the numbers if we're still alive?
Told you, her math
Didn't you
has to
have
be
do
wrong.
it at a certain time?
No, the timing the math gave me was when I would find you, when we would cross paths.
When did it say that you're gonna succeed in eliminating us?
It didn't.
Sounds like you
If
didn't
I do
finish
not succeed, that is on me. But the timing is when the universe gave me the opportunity.
So, do you even know what would happen if you failed at not killing us?
There is no outcome where that happens unless I'm dead.
Sounds like she just answered her own math problem.
Okay, so I guess either you or us is the answer to that one.
Why? Why isn't there a third option?
Because
math.
the universe or math deals only in absolutes.
So
There is
why
no
is
gray.
it saying it's only us or you?
I'm not saying it's only us, it's only me or you. I'm saying my goal, my quest is to fulfill the expectations of the numbers, which is to destroy the four of you, to murder the four of you. The only thing that will stop me from doing that is if I am dead.
So
You seem to be stopping you okay.
For the moment.
hear me out, guys. What if the family that got murdered knew something about this equation and was going to try and stop something? So it seems as though we started looking into something and trying to stop something, and now suddenly the math is adding up that we're gonna get murdered.
I mean, correlation doesn't necessarily mean causation.
I would
No,
think that's a
but-
coincidence. But
Is it just a coincidence? Or because
Well-
why else would they say murder this like huge family?
yeah, but McDonald, that's his whole problem, is that he can't find a connection between them. So I don't. He probably would have found something if there was a connection where they were trying to stop.
Yeah, but I feel like if any of us were any good at math, we'd be able to figure it out based off that number.
Yeah, but none of you are good at math. Also, don't
Exactly.
forget that she didn't know that there were 3 additional agents. She thought that
It was just him, Gary.
well, she was planning on only meeting Julio,
Oh,
right? But she seemed, and apparently she's telling you she's ready for 4 agents to show up.
yeah. I think something weird. There's somebody puppeting some numbers here or something. To
It would
the
make a
math.
great scene.
It would make a great scene.
article. Right? Just man versus numbers. That's it.
The
You know?
math puppeteer.
Man versus
The math puppeteer, yeah. The mathemeteer.
the math.
There's no puppets, it's just all numbers.
Pay no attention to the numbers behind this curtain.
Numbers and numbers. Okay. I don't even.
So
I'm picturing
I'm
this.
confused.
I'm thinking
Why
if
do we have to die?
because the number said so.
Yep.
But I think if we eliminate her,
she's-
somebody else is going to come after us. One of the other people
No,
that.
so if I go in character again, basically, it's the will of the universe. Through the numbers, I have been able to interpret the will of the universe, which tells me that the 4 of you need to die.
The
Why is it
universe.
going to die. Why isn't it that we need to be protected?
How do you know we need to die?
Because you don't understand the math the way that I do, and that is what it is telling me.
You're shaming me for not being good at math?
Yes, that is specifically what I'm doing.
I have other skills.
Probably. It's a shame that you won't be able to use them for much longer.
How do you know we have to die though? Like what number was like this is the death number?
I can't explain it. It's not a specific number. It is the way that the numbers are in conjunction within the 16, and you
Sounds
need to
pretty
be able
made
to
up to me.
You need to be able to apply specific Laplace transforms to the equation beforehand, and that spits out certain values which can only be interpreted one way, which is death.
Sound a lot like you just trying to bully us for not being as smart as you, and that's real not chill.
Great.
I mean, I'll be honest, that's how every math class has ever felt to me. But
She attempts to smack Gary and take his gun.
Gary's
Rolled
not
a-
face.
Rolled a 59, so
24
roll-
was my pin check.
Great. Okay, doesn't work.
Ms. Markel, before I continue driving,
But that's an excellent point. As I see her like lunge for my gun, I'm
Oh,
going to be
sorry. I
like,
was
"Hey,
picturing we had already. I thought we had pulled off into the dirt road, and you guys were basically like
Stop.
like out
Oh,
of the
the weeks-
car, like
Oh, I didn't get out of the
Interrogate
car.
her.
Getting out of the car.
oh okay.
Up, but
Fine.
I was
I'm
fine with just like sitting in the car at the side of the road
yeah.
Yeah.
for this exchange.
Okay. She still attempts to lunge for your gun, but didn't
Yeah.
do anything.
Miss Markel,
Yeah, maybe put those out of her reach. Just
My
in
gun
case.
just oops.
I'm not.
I'll just bury them in this pile of zines.
She'll never
nobody
get
will
'em.
ever. Nobody will ever find him there.
She'll never be able
Nope.
to dig out all these zines to uncover it in time.
No, you see, she probably could, but the problem is she'll get too distracted reading the fantastic articles
Yeah.
to forget why she was looking for the gun.
Some of
I
them might
thought it
even
was
have
that
math
no one-
puzzles in them.
No one would ever go looking through magazines because why would they?
Turns out the solution to this was just excellent zines. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
All along.
All right.
the way to
mi-
make peace on Earth.
Miss Markel, I don't really have very many questions for you, and well, I don't want this to sound like a threat, but that's not a great thing for you. All I'd like to know is why is it so important to satisfy the will of the universe? It's maybe a bit of a spiritual question.
Because without it, there is nothing.
So, if the universe is willing something to happen, shouldn't the universe just do it? Why does it need to make other people do the thing, do its
No.
bidding? Like it doesn't.
Okay. So
Like you know what I mean?
you're
It sounds a little
assuming-
culty.
You're assuming that the universe is like an actual like person or like a thing. It doesn't work that way. The universe is like a consciousness that
Yeah.
speaks to us through mathematics. We
Yeah,
are
it
agents
sounds like
of
a
that
cult.
consciousness.
I think you need out. It's for sure
Well,
a
that's
pyramid
just
scheme.
your opinion.
Yeah, in your opinion, so we need to die. So screw your opinion.
I mean, it's not opinion; it's a fact of the universe. But okay,
I mean, I didn't see your work. I don't know that you did that math
I
right.
showed you the work. You just
Yeah.
don't understand it.
Nah, I think it's a pretty shoddy job.
Would the medical supplies at the safe house include painkillers?
I
Probably.
don't know, probably.
Okay, we're going to the safe house now. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
oh,
the
now we're
job.
going.
He's like, after hearing this, I need some painkillers. He's hoping for T3s in that bunker.
I mean, I don't know. I'm the guy who kicked her in the head, so I'm gonna be the guy who say it. She said that she's either gonna kill us or she's gonna die. So
You want to die feeling good?
I'd like to be humane about this.
Oh, I see what he's
Oh.
doing. Okay, I get it. I've
Okay.
connected the dot. I can do the math on that one.
Okay. So while we're driving off too, it's like Scoops
Mike, what was your
like,
pin
so-
check again?
24.
Great. This time she rolled better. Do you want to roll again?
Yeah, I do. Let's see how we go here.
Don't forget, Scoops, you've got my gun.
Well,
I,
it is a
I
61,
got it. It's
which is
Great.
a success for my unarmed, but
But she rolled a 13 and breaks out.
I'm gonna punch her in the
Okay.
face.
I guess I'll get the gun ready in case.
what you do?
She lunges to the front of the car,
Oh, well.
grabs the steering wheel.
Well, so I mean, I'm in between her and the front of the car. It's
Yep.
one thing for her to break out of my grip, but I'm also physically between them.
Okay.
Can she get around me?
He's a big guy.
'Cause the whole point of this was that she couldn't easily get to the steering wheel. Is just why I'm throwing that out there.
Just so I know. Just so I know. Okay. Well,
Maybe
then
I'm wrong, maybe-
here's
yeah.
what we'll do.
We put the largest
Uh,
guy in the middle.
No, she's not going to be able to, but
She's still gonna try.
definitely tries. She tries to like kind of climb
Okay.
over the passenger side and lunge towards grabbing the steering wheel.
Is her
Did she
seatbelt?
undo her seatbelt?
She undo
and
her
all this
seatbelt?
time?
Hang on. Did she undo her seatbelt?
I mean, did you
Okay.
guys put a seatbelt on her?
When she was passed out, yeah.
Did she undo
We
her
put the
seatbelt?
seatbelt on and we put
And I
the
want to say
belt
yes.
on
I
the
feel
door.
like I know what's about to happen.
She broke
hammer-
out.
I hammer the brakes.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Lock up that seatbelt, dude.
I somehow feel like this is going to end up with the math being right on this,
He
which I am nervous.
You saw the spark in his eye when he thought about slamming those
she
brakes.
flies through the windshield.
With her seatbelt on? Oh wait,
No,
she took it
not
off.
under seatbelt. Yeah,
Oh,
she was
God.
she was trying to climb over the passenger seat
Yeah.
and flies through the windshield. Oh God, what is? What
If
is
she
that gonna
gets
look
up and
like?
runs, I'm out. I'm screaming and I'm leaving. I'm just gonna walk home.
Also, Nick, I want to say that's gotta be sanity. You just tossed a woman through the front of the car.
I
I'm so
That's
sorry
fair.
about your windshield scoops. Wait, this was
was
a rental. Right, this was the rental. I forgot. There were so many zines in here for a minute. I thought it was Scoop's car.
Unfortunately, the zines couldn't cushion the crash.
He's piled high.
Oh,
The
fuck, and I'm
rental
sorry,
with
Chris. We are
zines.
not. No, we're not doing this.
Oh, okay,
Um,
that's fair.
it's a pass on the sanity at 35.
Okay. Yeah, you don't take any. I don't know how much damage to give her because like she's going head first through a car. Like,
How fast were we going before he slammed the brakes?
he's going to
I
the
guess
safe
this-
house, so I would say decently fast.
Did we manage to get back on the highway before this happened, or was it still on the dirt road?
Roll luck.
I don't know which is good or bad.
I don't either.
I mean, I hope not the highway. I don't want to be hammering the brakes on the highway.
Okay, 34 was the luck roll.
Okay, no, it was the dirt road. You're going like 50 kilometers an hour. She still flies through the windshield, like no doubt. Like
She's
Tumbles.
gotta be.
tumbles over the gravel. Somebody would have to get out and check
Just-
her if
Keep going.
she's not moving. Like
I'll stop.
you gonna go check on her?
We know she's not armed. She's at the very least severely hurt. I'll keep my distance. I mean, I don't want more questions. I also, didn't necessarily want to do that way. So yeah, I'll go check on her. Maybe
Okay. Roll medicine check if you want.
okay.
A quick Google on flying through windshields.
I
Let's
don't
see what we
think
get.
a 56.
Deep cuts
is-
and lacerations.
I'm not even
internal
trained in
bleeding,
medicine. I wouldn't
nerve
know.
damage, and loss of limbs potentially.
You can't tell. She's
Should we move the zines and just put her in the trunk and stack the zines in the middle seat?
We're in a Jeep. We're in a Cherokee, remember? So it's like an open trunk. It's not necessarily safer for us.
What if we put the zines on top of her to hold her down?
You know
what
what?
weighs more, a pound of
Only
bricks or a
service
pound of
weapon.
zines?
We have her rifle, right?
We do, and her grenades.
I mean, like, I don't know.
Alright,
I
I'm going to take the rifle.
You're gonna put her down, Lassie?
I'm gonna load it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put her down. I'm gonna put one into her head. Let's say.
Okay. You were gonna roll sanity for me for that, sir.
Yeah, that makes sense. It seems fair.
Scoops, you might want to clear some room
That's
so that
a
the zines
failure
are all
on
right.
me.
Roll a d10.
Mhm.
Yo, did he just miss shooting a unconscious lady point blank?
no, he missed.
But
he missed
that is
doing it
me
without
hitting a breaking
feeling.
point.
Oh,
Great.
he's going crazy.
The rest of you in the
Yeah.
car seeing this also have to roll sanity.
No.
Oh, boy.
I'm not in
and
the
Mike,
car. Am I? I'm also
11.
Yeah, if you're seeing it happen, you're rolling.
What if we only hear it happen?
Even still, if you pass, you're taking 1. Mike,
Even with a crit pass?
roll.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're point blank. So roll firearms. Plus 20%.
That's still not great.
That's
Yeah,
Is
loud.
this violence?
Yes.
That's still a pass, though. I did succeed. 28
Oh, yeah.
on 40.
Just the 30-06 is a powerful rifle. It is very loud, and her head is now gone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
all right.
It has
Also,
been. Yeah. Did you fail, Chris?
Yeah, I got an 82, so that's no
Roll a
bueno.
d6.
Ah, boy. All right. And that's a 6.
Great. Ooh, fight, flight, or
Ooh.
freeze.
Hmm. I'm gonna say freeze. I'm gonna go with freeze, I guess.
That's all right.
Cool.
You sit in the passenger seat.
Cool.
I,
Okay. This happened. Your handler would be
I
proud.
guess I'm going to wipe down the gun and drop it on the road next to her.
Okay. Roll
Should
criminology to make sure you get all your fingerprints off.
I rolled a 40. My criminology is 40. Oh,
Yeah, okay. Nice. Pull out a little hand sanitizer, put it on a little cloth, wipe all the oil off. Okay.
should we leave the grenades with her or nah? Nah? Cool. Heck.
Great.
just a pile of grenades next to a body.
we're on a wooded dirt road, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It's, they should have no like security camera pointed at us right now.
I am going to call our handler and let them know that the the target's been eliminated.
Good.
And
Glad to hear you've contained the vector.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
All right. Well, if we get pulled over on the way to the safe house, we hit a deer and we already called animal control. So let's all just keep that one straight.
Yo,
Let's
we
go
might
get
have
Pat.
to kick out the rest of the windshield, eh?
Yeah. How well can I see with the hole?
Not great. I mean,
I'll try and peel it out and not leave too much debris. Maybe just.
Yo,
toss
this
it in
was
the
a
trunk.
rental, guys.
you guys could just torch it and get a new car.
We
Not
could
here,
just
though.
torch
That
it.
too.
Yeah,
Not
that's
walking
right. We're a
from
little
here.
out of the.
I say we just try and make it to the safe house. If we get pulled over, I'll talk and
Yeah.
at the safe house. I'm gonna call Agent McDonald and
Yeah. I can have our contact clean up the Jeep, I think, too.
Okay.
Get rid of the problem with the rental company. Probably. It's
Okay.
not like
So,
I'm asking for a helicopter.
I don't want to play any of that out because I feel like this is the bleakest moment we could kind of end that section on. Thanks, Mike, for taking one for the team.
Well, to be fair, I was just finishing Nick's job.
I was gonna say I really
Wow.
tried. I really tried.
Yo.
It's entirely possible that you succeeded. I
Yep.
just wanted to be sure.
I mean, yeah, that's right. We're not mathematicians or medical professionals.
Did we pick
Now,
up any like whiskey when we stopped for the?
Of course you
magazines
can.
earlier?
It's the United States. You buy your whiskey, you get a free gun.
So far, all
Um,
we have is Mountain Dew in the car.
That's something stronger
Mountain Dew
than
How else
that.
do you
zines.
expect to read all those zines?
What can we mix with Dew?
Anything. Everclear? Get some 141?
There's probably alcohol in the safe house.
Probably. Rubbing alcohol. 80% fucking isopropyl.
I'm sure it tastes fine in Mountain Dew.
It'll get you there. Okay. That really only leads one dangling thread still.
Mm-hmm.
Book.
Mhm.
McDonald?
We
Well,
have
no,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we said you guys already had a way out of that, which was to give him the banking information.
Yeah.
It's gonna work. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
play that through because
What's our last thread?
The book.
Book.
Oh.
We got
Yeah.
we got to find the book before this is over.
I have the book.
is anybody you have a
Really?
photocopy of the book?
Right.
Yeah, we need to find the original to contain this.
We're not going to be able to find every. I mean, even if there were originally only
No.
200,
That's
but we
one
can
way-
call it in.
Yeah, but we need to find the one that he photocopied for this. I think.
Mm.
Does it look like he photocopied, or could he have
Yes.
potentially received a photocopy from somebody?
Oh,
Oh.
Because he may not have ever seen the original. He might have just found a photocopy.
I think we got to
mean-
search libraries. We got to search databases and see. I think we start geographically. Either way,
Put out an APB for this book.
I mean, I think it's too much to expect you guys to like find all of the copies of
Oh yeah,
this book
absolutely.
specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, while you're doing your looking for it, you come across an article about a rare books collection at the L'Université Libre de Bruges in
Okay.
Belgium.
Please. Wait.
Yep,
We're going to
where
Belgium?
the original is being kept.
It sounds
Do you-
like we're going to Belgium.
It sounds like we're phoning that one in.
speed is of the essence, and I think a phone call is faster than a plane ride.
Fine.
All right.
I phoned it in.
Okay. Well, seeing as you guys don't choose not to destroy the original as is, I'm not going to give you sanity back for it. So, but that's fine. I think really at this point, there's nothing more to kind of go over. You guys all kind of end up getting plane tickets home.
I
Your
searched
handler
Scoop's notes.
your handler thanks you for your service. The country will never know your names, but it is the work that you do is integral.
Do we get a
and-
medal?
No, can't give you medals. Sorry.
What's even the point?
Don't forget, you don't exist. And you know, the group will call upon you again if you are ever needed. So that's kind of it.
Is someone going to go through Scoops' notes?
Someone's gotta go
I mean,
like
Scoops
pick those
can.
while
He's got the equation written down, guys.
When we finally do torch the car, I'll distract Scoops.
Torch all the zines.
Yeah, he's too
so
busy
Tom-
crying over the zines and trying to get him out.
just a madman just like trying to like I gotta get as many
Gary's
zines
holding
as I
him
can.
back.
Scoops. I hear there's a wicked PO box just a few blocks down from the house. Why don't you walk over there with me?
Alright.
Wait, are you about to kill Scoops?
Oh no!
Yeah, we're gonna go behind the barn over here.
Don't take Scoops out back.
I'll come back with Frank. It's okay.
Oh. It's just
40 minutes of like, get back to us, Frank.
Oh, I was expecting
now
to pull a Tyler Durden and like put the gun in his mouth and then just turn it right at the end.
I feel like Scoops is still in there, and he thinks he's just pretending to be Frank to get people to leave him alone while he's secretly like taking notes.
Well, gang, I think we should probably stop the stream here.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We will maybe be back next week, maybe not. Who knows? Stay tuned to our
Surprise!
social medias and stuff. If you've been through all of this, which Sam, I know you have, thanks a lot. I hope you enjoyed it. Had a ton of fun playing this one. I hope you guys did too. From me and the rest of the Corporate Crash Course crew, thanks so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye, gang.